Very good morning, all of you. Today we are going to discuss few more problems from atomic structure. The next question number 20, not 20, 19. So see that question what he has given there. The energy difference between the ground state of an atom and its excited state is. So energy difference delta E, he has given that 3 into 10 to the power of minus 90 joules. Now, what is the wavelength of the photon required? So, what is asking? Wavelength of the photon required for this transition. So, see that delta E is equal to hc by lambda. So, lambda is equal to hc by delta E. So, joule. So, h value 6.625 into 10 to the power of minus 34 joule second into velocity, that is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second by change in the energy 3 into 10 to the power of minus 8. So 3 is cancelled, minus 19. So if it goes as a numerator, it will become plus 19. So 6.625 into 10 to the power of minus 34 into 10 to the power of 8 into 10 to the power of 90. So that is 27 minus 34, that is 7. So 6.625 into 10 to the power of minus 7. Is it clear? So what is the answer now? Option D is correct. Option D is correct. Is it clear? So we are seeing that energy difference, and we know that wavelength, to calculate the wavelength formula, that is delta E is equal to hc by lambda, lambda is equal to hc by delta E. So we took the value, so we got the 6.6 into 10 to the power of minus 7 meters. Next question, question number 20. What is that? A 100-watt bulb emits monochromatic light of wavelength 400 nanometers. So 100 watts he has given that. So energy you can take it as 100 watts, that is 100 watts, that is 100 joule second. Now he is asking that he has given the wavelength 400 nanometers, he has given that. So calculate the number of photons emitted per second. So delta E is equal to NH nu. He is asking the number of photons. So now N is equal to delta E by H nu. Nu means C by lambda. C lambda. Yes or no? So delta E how much? 100 into lambda how much? 400 nanometers. So that is 400 into 1 nanometer is equal to 10 to the power of minus 9 meters. So 400 nanometers. How much? So 400 into 10 to the power of minus 9 meters by 6.625 into 10 to the power of minus 34 joule second into 3 into 10 to the power of 8. Is it clear? So delta E, that is a 100, there is a 400 into 10 to the power of minus 9, that is a wavelength, that is 6.625 into 10 to the power of minus 34 H value, and 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. Is it clear? If you do this calculation, you may get the value that is nearly 2 into 10 to the power of 20 second universe. This is the number of photons by passing that 100 watts energy, that is with wavelength 400 nanometers. So option C is correct. Next question number 21. Mark the incorrect statement regarding the photoelectric effect. First option he has given that there is no time lag between the striking of light beam and the ejection of electrons from the metal surface. That is a correct one. Next, the number of electrons ejected is inversely proportional to the intensity of light. That is wrong. Is it clear? So the number of electrons ejected is directly proportional to the intensity of light. That is correct option. Why? Because that is an incorrect statement. So according to the question, that is a correct. See the third one. Photoelectric effect is not observed below threshold and frequency. Correct. Kinetic energy of the electrons increases with increase in the frequency of light. That is also correct. Option B is correct. Next question number 22. A certain metal when irradiated by the light, that is a frequency 3.2 into 10 to the power of 16 hertz, emits photoelectrons with twice of kinetic energy as did photoelectrons when the same metal irradiated by light. Nu is equal to 2.0 into 10 to the power of 16 hertz. That nu naught, the threshold frequency of the metal, is asking. Is it clear? So see that nu 1 he has given that is 3.2 into 10 to the power of 16 hertz. Next, nu 2 frequency, that is 2.0 into 10 to the power of 16 hertz. Is it clear? You know the formula, kinetic energy is equal to h nu minus h nu naught. Here kinetic energy of the second one, that is twice he has given. So kinetic energy 1 is 2 into kinetic energy 2. Yes or no? So now what we can write? H nu minus, so I am taking nu 1, h nu naught is equal to 2 of h nu 2 minus h nu naught. Yes or no? Now can I write this one? H nu 1 minus nu naught is equal to 2h nu 2 minus nu naught. So h is cancelled. So nu 1 minus nu naught is equal to 2 nu 2 minus nu naught. Yes or no? 2 nu naught. So now 2 nu naught minus nu naught is equal to 2 nu 2 minus nu 1. Yes or no? So now nu naught is equal to 2 nu 2 minus nu 1. So nu naught is equal to 2 into nu to how much? 2 into 10 to the power of 16 minus nu 1 how much? 3.2 into 10 to the power of 16 hertz. So now that is 4 minus 3.2, that is 0.8 into 10 to the power of 16 hertz, or 8 into 10 to the power of 15 hertz. Is it clear? So option, which option is correct now? Option B is correct. So as per the question he has given, by the light of the frequency emits photoelectrons with twice of the kinetic energy as did photoelectrons when the same metal irradiated light frequency nu 2. So what is happening then? The kinetic energy 1 is equal to, it will become 2 into kinetic energy 2. Yes or no? So then h nu 1 minus h nu naught, 2 of h nu 2 minus h nu 1. So this is I am taking here as a Ke1, this is I am Ke2. So same that substitute the values. Finally we will get that 8 into 10 to the power of 15 hertz. This is a threshold frequency, that is a nu naught. Next question number 23. The spectrum of white light ranging from red to violet is called a continuous spectrum because different colors are seen as different bands in the spectrum. No, why? Because he is saying that continuous spectrum. Next up, the colors continuously absorbs energy to form spectrum. This is actually emission spectrum, not absorption. The violet color merges into blue, blue into green, green into yellow, yellow, and so on. That is correct. So why? Because there is a continuous emission spectrum. It is a continuous band of colored white light separating them. So false. So option C is correct. 23rd, option C is correct. Next, the emission spectrum of hydrogen is found to satisfy the expression for energy change delta E. So delta E he has given 24th question 2.18 into 10 to the power of 80 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. Yes or no? 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square 10 to the power of minus 80 1 by n2 square and 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square joules. When n1 is equal to 1 2 3 and n2 is equal to 2 3 4, the spectral line correspond in the Paschen series. So you know Lyman, Balmer, Paschen, bracket, Fund, the Balmer, the bracket. So n1 n2 n1 1 2 3 4 5 n2 2 comma 3 comma so on 3 comma 4 comma so on 4 comma 5 comma and so on 6 5 comma 6 and so on 6 comma 7 and so on. So now he is asking for the values for the spectral line correspond to the Paschen. So that is n1 is equal to 3, n2 is equal to 4 5. So option B is correct. Option B is correct.